Good evening, everyone. This is Sybil. I am here today to share with you my system thinking, applied system thinking. Okay, cut. Good evening, everyone. I am here to share with you my applied system thinking assignment, which will focus on the following areas. Software system methodology, which I'm going to use the CAT-WO, and then we'll shortly discuss the rich picture, feedback loop using the caffeine casualty loop, and then I will then talk to the discussion and recommendations, and then later on it will be conclusion. Part of the soft system methodology, the CAT-WO, it has a number of areas that you need to look into as you discuss the issue of the whatever problem that you are encountering as a future studies person. One, we need to make sure that you understand who your customers are, the actors, the transformative processes, worldview, owners, environmental constraints as well. In my case, I had a opportunity to look at Crowd One, which is one of the MLM business, which is a worldwide business, already exists even in South Africa. I know that the founders are actually from Swedish, which they've managed to move faster than what we were anticipating even to South Africa. They look at people who are really looking forward to have passive income. In most cases, it will be the most vulnerable people. In the case of the actors, we're looking at who exactly would they be affected. It will be the distributors and the potential clients because they sell certain products. Who will benefit or involve in the situation? It will be families, individual friends, and groups. In most cases, this really impact as well in terms of the people who will be doing the recruitment and making quick money. Transformative process will exactly how will this go about in terms of transformative processes is that it will be preventing unnecessary breakdown and financial loss to those that will not benefit from it. Worldview, what is the big picture? The big picture in this case is that these MLMs, they actually, and the anti or fake group gurus, they actually use one universal language, which is to look at the people who are looking for passive income. That's how they win their people. And the owners of this particular company that I will be investigating using the technology or the soft system methodology will be the Crowd One MLL business. The founders are coming from Sweden, as I've already indicated, and they are really doing very well in terms of the spread. And the influence they have is just around joining the company, and then you start selling your products. Environmental constraint is that most of these members have limited access to internet, so it becomes difficult at some point to actually get their businesses. And or even to join the MLM or the fake business gurus themselves. The effect as well is more on the economic factors such as unemployment and social conditions that these people, they find themselves in. I had to then look at about few of these MLM. The anti-MLL movements that are currently in existence, the YouTubers, they were able to actually talk to the issues that I was actually interested in doing. I managed to get hold of a number of them. Mostly the MLL anti-movement are more on the issue of saying, look, you rather be safe or know what you are doing before you get involved in this business. What the crowd one did to their potential business partners, so as they call them, is that they say to them, let's do this crowd 100% mobile business. And people are thinking, oh, at least I will get the money quick and I'll be able to do things quite faster. And the fact that they managed to emerge in South Africa around 2019, they were very strong since 2019, and they were able to then, during lockdown, that's where they make even more money. Same with the ones who are dealing with issues of health. Your Herbal Life will be a good example. What they normally say is that just join the team and you don't need to pay anything. You will just have full membership immediately. All you need to do is to recruit more people. Same with the ones that are dealing with issues of Forex trading. All that you need to do is just to receive a WhatsApp group link, and then you join them, and there you go. You are then recruited to these groups. So the anti-MLL movements are warning people or potential clients that as they do so, they must be aware of these people. In terms of my rich picture, using the KO as well, I was able to look at the number of issues, who are the clients and who are the characters of the people that they normally look for, or the groups, the MLLs themselves, or the fake business gurus. They are very much cunning in their character. They are disruptive. They can easily brainwash their members. They have a bing bang approach in whatever they do. They are opportunists in nature, and they always advise you that we are online services, so our marketing is just online, so our work is easy to deal with you. In terms of the catch statements they normally use is the reward on recruitment that they always offer you. They lure new distributors all the time, prey on entrepreneurs' dreams, like saying you'll be the first millionaire in your family tree, things like that. The opportunity that they always look for is that anyone who is willing to make quick money, we're the first one to offer you the support. What the anti-MLM movements are saying then in respect to these groupings is that they are saying we should look out for such people, because they are there to use, most of the time they actually use the influencers, your YouTubers and your high profile celebrities to lure their members. They always say they will pay your bills immediately, as you recruit more, you earn more. That's their statement. So people are actually warned to be careful of that. Not that there are no MLM that are good in nature and the business that they do, but there will be those that will have some elements of making sure that they cripple your budget, and they make sure that you end up not losing whatever investment that you have. They are selling, some of them, there are different types of them. Just to look at the upper side of my slide is where I am talking about who exactly are the MLMs and the fake business gurus. Most of them, they sell health products, like I mentioned earlier on, the ones that I was able to share with you. Others, they selling shares to bigger company or foundations that exist. Some of them, they selling clothes and home content. Some of them, they even selling insurance. Not so long ago in South Africa, we even realized that some of them are now talking gospel, making sure that people are actually hooked into the business of cult and making money through the vulnerable groups. So the bigger point that I want to bring across is that as the community out there, we need to be vigilant and be informed, and we need to get as much education about this MLM as possible, and the anti-fake business gurus. They are there to support us or to give us such information as we need them. In terms of the feedback that through the WUCAT movement or methodology, I am able to actually pick up a bit of some feedback, though it is not always negative. But the biggest issue here is that with regards to the formal media ones in particular, your investigative journalism, which they are able to get to the bottom of the issues and looking into the ethical behavior of these MLMs and how best can we get to know what needs to be done. The lobby groups, they are more strong on actually bringing about the good story that they can tell you for you to then join, which is one element that I was able to pick up in their YouTubes and Facebook messages that they are popping up from time to time. The social media is, most of the groupings, they're more on selling the different opinions that they are having with regards to the MLMs. So it is crucial to understand all these linkages and how best can you then deal with them. In terms of my discussion, I will focus on the two types of mental models that I was able to use, which is the iceberg model and the ladder of inferences. According to Merritt 2018, he alludes to the fact that especially all models are wrong, but some are useful. In this instance, if you look at what the crowd one did, they use the ladder of inference kind of a model in the mental model that they actually applied to lure their membership by making sure that they use your own belief and they make sure that they actually make use of what you already know is existing in terms of the financial constraints you may be having and the issues that could really lead you to then join them. They are strong because they are simplifications or simplified, and they can be useful because we can learn from them as discussed by George Box. While social capital originates from community studies that highlights the role of strong and intense personality relationship amongst the members of the local community that invest in mutual trust and the power for collective action. In this case, for instance, with regards to the crowd one again, they are able to bring all their CEOs and their marketing strategists so that when you listen to the webinars, you can actually get to understand that this business is worth taking all your investment and then throw it there. But we need to be careful and understand that in all businesses, there will be pros and cons. So all people are made aware of this so that they can then make the right decision. These fake business gurus have a very strong marketing and a catch statement such as unleash opportunities, which most people will then the entrepreneurs in most instances, they think that's where they want to go if they hear such messages. The anti-MLM movements and the anti-fake business gurus movement are there to investigate and expose the fakeness of such business. These are the list below just share with you some of the issues or pointers I was able to pick up in terms of the anti-MLMs and the anti-fake guru movements that are out there. That in most cases, we need not to take their giveaways, rather not even take part in them as they sell or introduce to you and say, here is some free gift, go and have a taste of whatever products that we are selling. Rather stay out of it. Be mindful that they will lure you to join and promise you that you can actually participate, and quickly you'll reach a particular threshold and you receive a bonus. Signing up is a free process. That's what they always say. And you become a distributor and a coach immediately just by joining. As you seek for a passive income, they will tell you that this is exactly what could work for you. You work from home. There's no need to disturb your whereabouts or your ins and outs. You can always receive the income immediately. And their training is free, according to them. And guess what? Later on in the process, you will find yourself having to pay. For instance, in terms of the crowd one, there's a package of paying from $99 to $279. So you can realize that in actual fact, you end up paying more. Part of the discussion as well as I continue is that government needs to regulate these industries to avoid scammers and distributors and disruption of family structures. Because in one of the investigative journalists, I've realized that one family was lured into this MLM, the crowd one in particular, where the whole pension of this old lady ended up going to the business, and they never got to get back their money. So before any individual can consider joining the MLM and the fake business guru, it is their responsibility to educate themselves properly and make sure that you understand what you are getting yourself into. Even though in some of the instances, like the international business gurus, it might not be easy to investigate them, but it is crucial that you understand the mental models that they always use, because as futurists, we are here to guide people, and particularly our communities where we live in, even if we start in a small scale. Some of the mainstream media, like the YouTubers, the Instagrams, the Facebook pages, they can actually block them if they realize that they had some ethical conducts that they are conducting. That's just but one way of resolving the issue. In conclusion, I believe the future is bright. According to Barclay 2021, as she's quoting Bishop and Haynes, which says, creativity is the companion in critical thinking in the process of developing alternative futures. Critical thinking requires a critical analysis of evidence. Creativity is open to possibilities. It breaks boundaries and reframe problems. Creativity is a lifelong pursuit. This is exactly what I believe all futurists should consider when they are advising people with regards to the issues of MLM and the anti-movements that are out there. Thank you.